Hello, I'm Chibuzo Machuku. I'm going to talk to you about a man from Georgia named Tyler Canaris who was body slammed by a cop, resulting in physical damage and psychological damage as well. This incident actually happened in March 2022. However, it went viral in February 2023 on Reddit and on social media since it got posted on YouTube by the account Justice for Tyler Canaris. Here's the video of what happened.
These change out of your pockets. Turn up your change, baby.
Excuse
You're
me.
being detained, bud.
What am I doing?
Take your
wrong?
backpack off.
Can you explain what this
Before
is
you
for?
go on the ground, take your backpack off.
I'm going to get picked up for work. Sir,
Put your hands behind your back.
this is my phone. Are you telling me what this is about?
You're being detained for a minute. You're matching the description of someone trying to break into people's cars.
I'm not breaking anyone's car.
You dumb bastard.
Oh, please help me. Shut the up.
Get up.
I'm going to work.
From the video, Canaris, who was walking to work, was stopped by the police. An officer then approached him trying to arrest him and also threatened to throw him on the ground if he didn't comply, without explaining before why he was arresting him. The moment he explained to Canaris why he was arresting him, telling him that he had the same description as a suspect who tried to break into a car, Canaris denied it, and the officer, without being provoked, threw him on the ground, causing like serious injury. The body slam he executed, it's known as the suplex, which is used in wrestling by some wrestlers against their opponents. According to the YouTube page that posted the video, Canaris suffered a fractured skull and broken collarbone and was hospitalized for 9 days. The officer that body slammed Canaris is Deputy Michael McMaster from the Paulding County Sheriff's Office, seen on the left, receiving this certificate of appreciation from the Sheriff Gary Gullidge. According to this report written by McMaster, Canaris was taken by ambulance to a local hospital. He suffered a cranial fracture and a clavicle fracture. He had blood coming from his left ear due to when he hit the ground, he still had an earbud inserted into his ear. Now, if somebody has the same description as the reported suspect, it doesn't mean that he or she is actually the suspect. Also, the actions of McMaster were uncalled for. He didn't need to arrest him. Also, the suplex he executed was uncalled for. That was absolutely unnecessary. He just threw him on the ground. That was so rough. That was violent. In addition to that, he seemed to be cocky or arrogant and self-centered. According to this report that he wrote, the person who reported a possible car break-in told police that nothing was taken from his vehicle. The report also mentioned that the person in a video suspected of the break-in was wearing orange shoes, while Canaris was wearing square-toe boots. It is plausible that Tyler was able to change his shoes prior to our contact. If that is true, where's the evidence? I don't believe this actually happened. I thought police departments or sheriff's offices had like recordings of phone calls reporting crimes. So where is the proof that somebody actually tried to break into a car? And even if the person, even if somebody actually tried to break into a car, why not prove that it was Canaris? I doubt that is true. What I'm suspecting is McMaster was using his badge, his power, to mess with the civilian, apparently was trying to justify being rough with a civilian. That's what I believe he did. This gentleman, Clark Wilson, who is the boyfriend of Canaris' stepsister, posted on Facebook these words: "This is my girlfriend's stepbrother walking out of his neighborhood to the corner gas station to carpool to work. He matched a description and this happened to him. The result? Fractured skull and broken collarbone and thumb. Every word Tyler said during this video was truthful." Now, before I continue what he wrote on Facebook, if there was actually someone who tried to break into a vehicle, then Canaris went through this just for looking like the suspect. If nobody actually tried to break into the vehicle as reported, then Canaris was seriously injured for nothing. The damages done to him were in that case due to the actions of the cop who was only looking for a reason to bully him. Now I resume. Wilson added these words: "They initially charged him with obstruction/resisting arrest, which they had dropped, but of course they have brought the charges back after he did eventually file suit against the department. I am beyond furious with the actions of this officer from Paulding County Sheriff's Office. Also, it is not proper to use your weapon lights for visibility when there is no threat. Use a flashlight." Those charges, they were dropped. However, they were brought back just because he filed a lawsuit for what happened to him. That is not right. This is retaliation. The sheriff, the officials of the sheriff's office, instead of taking responsibility for what one of their officers did, they are retaliating against the poor civilian who suffered under the hands of that cop. The lawsuit is not just about a civil rights issue, but also a medical issue. The hospital bill for treating Canaris is gonna cost, I suppose it costs like a lot, like a 5-figure sum, due to the damages done by McMaster. It is unfair that Canaris himself is responsible for the hospital bills. I don't think his insurance will be able to cover it. So that justifies the lawsuit. It is the fault of McMaster that Canaris is seriously injured, and that is even affecting his performance at work. Meanwhile, the GBI, according to WSB TV, is looking into the incident. Paulding County Sheriff's Office Sergeant Ashley Henson said to the news station, and I quote, "We're aware of the scrutiny, and that's why the Sheriff's Office made the decision to contact the GBI and have them come in and conduct an investigation into this incident." This is what I'm going to point out here. I don't understand why the Sheriff's Office would have the GBI look into this. Those officers are trained to investigate any crime and to arrest anybody responsible for the crime. If it was a civilian that did that to Canaris, the person would be arrested already. However, the officials of the county sheriff's office decided to bring in the GBI Apparently, they're covering up for McMaster, which is absolutely wrong. McMaster should have been arrested and charged for his actions against Canaris. Feel free to leave some comments. I would appreciate you liking this video and subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching.